Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome back, my dear students. I am Abid Rida Babil, and today I will teach you the module 2, that is quantum theory and the electronic structure of the atom. In this module, first of all, we will learn about the quantum numbers. Quantum numbers are the arbitrary number which describes you the location of the electron in an atom. So there are 4 quantum numbers. Number 1 is principal quantum number. This is represented by the n, and this tells you the 3 information about the electron. It tells you the distance between the electron and the nucleus. It tells you the size of the shell, and it tells you the energy of the shell. So let us see in the diagram. So these diagrams tell us that the number of principal quantum numbers are actually, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, these numbers, and their names can be K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, and these numbers can be represented by in the shape. So 1, 2, 3, 4, these are the principal quantum numbers. K, L, M, N these are the names representing the principal quantum number, same. So we are not using this K, L, M, N, we are mostly using 1, 2, 3, 4. So number 1, it tells you the distance between the nucleus, this is the nucleus, and the electron. The higher the number of the shell or the quantum number, the more distance is there. The higher the number of principal quantum number, the more energy is there. Orbital shell number 4 have more energy than 1. The size is also bigger, 4 is bigger than 1. So this will tell you 3 things: size, energy, and the distance between the electron and the nucleus. Very simple thing. It do not have any calculation, but only you have to calculate here that how many number of electrons are present in this. So the number of electron can be calculated by this formula 2n square, and number of orbitals in the principal quantum number can be calculated by just simply n square. Okay, and then next, number 2 is the angular momentum quantum number. Angular momentum quantum number represented by the L is give you the shape of the orbital, and there are shapes. I will show you the shape, but let me explain you first this thing, the formula to calculate the number. The angular momentum quantum number is calculated by the formula. It starts from 0 and finishes 1 before the n. So let us see, this is here, that here we will see this. So if the n is equal to 1, then L will be equal to 0, because the formula says it start from 0, L start from 0 and finishes 1 before the n, 1 before the n. So this is the formula. So when n is equal to 1, it start from 0 and finishes same here. No need to go other number, because it will be finished at 1 before the n. So this 0 means this is s orbital. I'll show you the shape of the s orbital. And if you say this n is equal to 2, then L will be equal to 0 and 1, not 3, because we have to finish 1 before the n. So this 2 will not come here, it finishes at 1. If similarly, if n is equal to 3, then L will be equal to 0, 1, 2, and not 3, yes, because it will finish 1 before then. And if n is equal to 4, the L will be equal to 0, 1, 2, and 3, not 4, because it finished 1 before. Now what is the meaning of this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4? 0 means s orbital, this is spherical. 1 means p orbital, this is dumbbell shape. D means 2 means D, and 3 means F. So shape is spherical for S, dumbbell like for the P, and donut shape for the D. D for donuts also you can memorize. And F, we cannot describe the shape of the F because it is highly complicated, and even by the most modern computer we cannot describe it. So let us see the shape. The computer generated some shape. S orbital is spherical. This is 1s, this is 2s and 3s. 3 is bigger than 1. So L is equal to 0. L represents the S orbital. The P is dumbbell shape, roughly we can say. So this is Px, Py, Pz, and the value is L is equal to 1. When we reach the ML, we will learn this also. So shape of the D is donuts. This is the donut shape. L is equal to 2. 2 means it is D. 1 means it is P shape. And L means it is already written. L means S shape. Okay. So let us go back to the our definitions. Angular momentum. So SPDF. So shape will be SPDF. And again here, to calculate the number of electron, we will have this formula. And to calculate the number of orbital in the subshell, it will be this formula. You see there, the number of electron is double. It's multiplied by 2 than the orbital, because in one orbital only 2 electron can live. And here one thing more you have to be careful, that calculating the number of electron in the shell, when you talk about the shell, then this will be the formula, and number of orbital in the shell, this will be the formula. When you are calculating the number of orbital in the subshell, then this will be the formula. You have to see the question, what the question is asking here. To calculate in N means principal quantum number, means to calculate in the shell, or they are talking about the L means angular momentum quantum number, means subshell. So these two formulas, you have to understand that this is talking about the shell N, and this is talking about the L means subshell. So SPDF, this is the angular momentum quantum number. Then we come to the magnetic quantum number. This is represented by the ML, and this gives the orientation of the orbital. So this starts from the minus L and reaches to 0 and finish at plus L. So let me show you this also in calculating here. So when you say this N is equal to 1, when you say N is equal to 1, L is equal to 0, is this S orbital, we don't need to calculate ML here. So similarly here in N is equal to, L is equal to 0, so ML will be also equal to, you can say ML is equal to 0, no need to calculate here. But when you say L is equal to 1, then ML will be equal to minus 1, 0 and plus 1. So what is the meaning of minus 1, 0, plus 1? Means it is Px, Py and Pz orbital. These three p orbitals are, I showed you here. Let me show you again. This is the p orbital, px, py and pz. And now we'll see the d. How many d orbitals are here? 5 orbitals. So we'll see the 5 d orbitals here, how by calculation. So when n is equal to 3, ML, I told you this, we don't need to calculate the ML. ML will be equal to 0, and this will be same, minus 1, 0 and plus 1 means px, py, pz. Yeah, this is the new thing, the 2. ML is equal to 2, then L is equal to 2, then ML is equal to minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1 and plus 2. So this you see here, this is total 5. This is total 5 numbers are here, means this is 5 orbitals. These are 5 orbitals, and in these 5 orbitals 10 electron can come. So electron will be 10 electrons. These 5 orbitals, again let me show you the 5 orbitals. This is d 5 orbital, 1 2 3 4 5 orbitals are here, -2 -1 0 +1 and +2. This represent the 5d orbital. This dxy, dyz, dxz, z square, dx square minus y square. You don't need to memorize these names, but just must have the information. But you need to memorize that d have 5 orbitals and 10 electrons. It have 5 orientation, so 5 orbitals are there. D contain 5 orbitals and 10 electrons. So, and here again we come back to see this when n is equal to 4, so then ml is equal to, we don't need to calculate, but this is 0. This will be same, -1 0 and +1, and this already we had learned that -2 -1 0 +1 and +2. But in the F this is the case here, -3 -2 -1 0 +1 +2 and +3. So if you count it, how many numbers are here? From here to here, this will be 7 numbers. So it will be 7 orbitals, 7 orbitals, 7 orbitals and 14 electrons. So if you write this here again, so when you say L, to summarize this all thing, when L is equal to, L may be equal to 0 1 2 or 3, then you will have the subshell name. Subshell name will be S, P, D and F, and then you can calculate the orbitals. Orbitals will be equal to 1 3, you calculate here these three orbitals here, and the orbital will be 5, you calculated this 5 orbitals here, and orbital will be 7, this you calculate here the 7 orbitals from here, and the number of electrons will be double of the orbital, means 2 6 10 and 14. This is 7 here, clear, yeah, let me write clearly. 14 electrons, double of this is 14 here. We explain all the things, calculate here and summarize all the information about the L here. So let us go back to the lesson and check what quantum number left now. So we finished the magnetic quantum number. It starts from -L and reaches to +L through 0. The last quantum number is spin quantum number. The spin quantum number is very simple. It have only 2 values, +12 and -12. +12 means clockwise and -12 means anti-clockwise. Actually, the electron in the orbital not only rotate, it spins. When it spins, it makes like magnet, it becomes like magnet. If it spins clockwise, then we say the value is +12, and when it spins anti-clockwise, we say the value is -12, and then we can represent this in the diagram like this. If you make a one box, this represent a orbital. One electron will be clockwise, another electron will be anti-clockwise. So, and this is called pair. This is called pair. So spin quantum number is simple. Only 2 numbers, +12 and -12. In each orbital there will be 2 electrons. One is +12, another is -12. So we learn about the quantum numbers, and then let me tell you this thing here, this diagram also. When n is equal to 1, then there is only one subshell and one orbital, 1s, so one dot is here. When n is equal to 2, then you have s and p. S have 1 orbital and p have 3 orbitals. You see this 3 line and 3 dots, 3p orbitals are there. When n is equal to 3, then you have s, p and d have 5 orbitals. When you have n is equal to 4, then you have s, p, d and f also, and f have 7 orbitals and 14 electrons. So this diagram also will give you some mind picture, that to remember that S in the shell number 1 there is only one orbital, in the shell number 2 there are two subshells, and actually it is three orbitals in the P and one orbital in the S, 3 orbital in the P, 5 orbital in the D, and 1 orbital in the S. So this is all the information. By diagram you can learn and memorize and remember also. So this is the summary again. The summary in this picture, this is diagrammatic summary, and this is the number, the summary, same thing, both are same thing. So let me show you this thing. Let me decrease this size so you understand more. Yeah, see here, when n is equal to 1, only one L, that is 0 number, and S orbital, this is only S orbital, so this is the one S orbital. And when n is equal to 2, when you see this n is equal to 2, you have 0 and 1 value. So 0 and 1 value, 0 means S and 1 means minus 1, 0 and plus 1, this is Px, Py, Pz. So this is represented here, these three dots, one is Px, another is Py, and the third is Pz. So when n is equal to 3, you have three types of subshell, S, P and D. S is 1, P is 3, D is 5. So this is represented here. He is not showing you the n is equal to 4, so you have to make it yourself. Write it 4 here and write all the values of the possible L values, write all the possible values of ML, and write the number of orbitals present in each subshell, and then write the atomic orientation designations here. So you will understand the 4 which I already show you here. This is the n is equal to 4, so you can draw here yourself to learn it. Now again come back to the shape of the orbital. These shapes of the orbital are computer generated diagrams, and this shows that the density of the electron, probability of finding the electron, more chances, 90% electron density is found in the 1s orbital. And when these diagrams and this graphical representation converted into diagram, this gives that the S is spherical, P is dumbbell, and D is donut shape. This is computer generated diagram. Now let us come to the exercise. So this exercise says list the value of n, L and ml, three quantum numbers for the orbital 4D. So it is very easy if you remember the things. So let me show you one more information here to make it more clear. This diagram, yeah, it is actually here at the end here. Yeah, so this one represented the n, this one represents the n, principal quantum number, and this s is represented the angular quantum number, that is L. Okay, and number of electron here, this we will learn in the other lesson, not now. In this here, one orbit, there is only one electron, 1s1. Okay, so writing this electronic configuration we will learn in the next lesson, but this question is asked through this electronic configuration. So I just show you briefly that this is the electronic configuration, and I will explain you here. You will learn completely, don't worry. So this 4D, 4 is the principal quantum number. So 4 is the n is asking the question, n is equal to how much? So n is simple, n is equal to 4. So whenever you see a number before the alphabet, that is the n. And the D, so how much is the D? L is equal to D. D is equal to how much? So let me show you again to remind you back. So D means L is equal to 2. This is the 2 here. So L is equal to 2. So this is, you have to memorize. I am showing you this time, but next time I will not show you. Just write the answer. So this is L is equal to 2. And the ML you have to learn, and you have to remember that ML will be equal to -2, -1, 0, +1 and +2. So these are 5 orbitals. These are how many orbitals? These are 5 orbitals. Because you count it, all these 5 orbitals, just you count numbers, 5 orbitals, and it will be 10 electrons, because each orbital contains 2 electrons. Always electrons will be double than the number of orbitals. So now let us solve this exercise also. 3p. So n will be equal to 3. It is showing here, n is equal to 3. And L is equal to, this is p. So 0 is S, 1 is P, 2 is D. So this 1 P is equal to 1, and ml will be equal to -1, 0 and +1. So you can say describe more the answer. This is px, py and pz. Here I can write here for you dxy, dyz, dxz, dx square minus y square, dz square, but this will be complicated for you, and you do not need to remember it. But here there is some more information about the orbitals. How many orbitals are here? In this case these are the 3 orbitals. So let me write for you. This is orbitals is equal to 3, and electrons will be equal to 6. And let me show you again back this 3 orbital and 6 electron. It is here. So 3 orbital and 6 electron, this is p is equal to 1, p is equal to 1, and 3 orbital 6 electron that we have solved this because this question is 3p, so L is equal to 1, 3 orbitals and 6 electron. So this answer is correct. So now this is what is the total number of orbitals present in the principal quantum number n is equal to 3. So it is simple. I showed you the formula. It will be equal to n square. If you make the n square, so answer will be equal to 3 square is equal to 9 orbitals. Answer is 9 orbitals. Okay, and you see here, this is the thing here. Here he is asking the orbitals in the 3 and here is asking the number of electron in n is equal to 3. So same, if 9 orbitals are there, then how many electrons will be there? 18 electron. So we can write here, the answer will be here. This is similar questions or the part of the question, so we can say 10 electrons here, because no, 9 to the 18, sorry, 18 electrons. 18 electrons will be here. Okay, so here again we can solve another exercise. Here n is equal to 4, and he is asking you the number of orbital. What is the formula of orbital? N square. So you say n square. So here we have to put 4 square. 4 square is equal to 16. So 16 orbitals, and double of 16 is 32 electrons. So this 32 electrons will come here. This answer will be 32 electrons. So it can ask you combine both orbitals and electron together or separately, but you have to remember the formula. The formula is here. Let me show you so you can learn quickly. So this is the formula for calculating the number of electron in the shell, and this is the formula of calculating the number of orbitals in the shell, and this is the formula for calculating the number of electron in the subshell. This is the formula for calculating the orbitals in the subshell. So the question can be changed. He can ask you in either way. Here is all exercise are not complete. The question can be changed. Okay, and reverse. So here write 4 quantum numbers for the for an electron. For he is saying only 1 electron. Okay, and 3p in the 3p. So in the 3p we have 6 electron. Actually we have 6 electrons here in the 3p. We already solved here. You see here we solve here in the, I think here we solve. This is 3p. 3p have 6 electrons, but he is asking only for 1. But I have written all the 6 answer for all the electron. So he is asking you to write all the quantum numbers for any 1 electron, but we have the answer for all the 6 electron. Okay, so n will come first. So this is the n, will not change. 3, you see this all 3 and this all 3. Number of n, this is the number of n, 3. So we are not changing n. This is simple. L will come second. So L is here. This is 1. 1 means p. This is the p here. In the question itself is given p. P means 1, and it is not changing. This is 1 and this is 1. Okay, and then we come to the ml. Yeah, ml have the chance of negative and positive values through 0. So 1 will change to -1, 0 and +1, and we repeat it here -1, 0 and +1 because of the ms. Because ms have 2 values positive half and the negative half. So this positive half one come here and negative half will come here, otherwise these both two columns are the same. So minus 1 0 and plus 1, minus 1 0 and plus 1, with the plus half all the values, with the minus half all the values. I hope you understand this. He is asking only one answer only, but I have given you all the 6 answers. Similarly, this question here, it is asking you in the 4D, how many electrons are there in the 4D? 10. So you have to write the 10 bracket like this. You solve yourself, write the value of N, L, ML. So I'll show you the N is equal to, I'll show you the 1, N is equal to how much? N will be equal to 4, and L will be equal to how much? L will be equal to D. D means what? SPD. So it will be 2. So and then for the ML you have to say minus 2 plus, means minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1 and plus 2. And for the MS is very simple. One side you make plus half, other side you make minus half. So this will be 10 electron. 5 brackets you make here, 5 brackets you make here, and change the value. In place of 3 change the value 4, and in place of 1 you make the 2, and write these values. So you learn, do it yourself, so you learn. Thank you very much my dear students for bearing for some time with me. I hope you understand this, and inshallah we'll see you soon in the next lecture.